You'll never believe how much Trixie Mattel made just from Trixie Cosmetics in the last month. Before she became one of the most successful drag artists in the world, Trixie was known as Brian from a small town in Wisconsin. Today, she's a multi-millionaire business owner and founder who owns several brands, including her own cosmetics line, a bar, and a motel. As well as her business ventures, Trixie makes millions as a musician, drag performer, and TV star, alongside her friend and business partner, Katya. Let's take a deeper look at how Trixie made her millions and what she spends it on. Of course, we have to start with RuPaul's Drag Race, where Trixie first burst onto our screens in season 7, where she was eliminated twice. But Trixie turned her short time on the show into an empire, coming back for All Stars 3, where she won a cash prize of $100,000. Sounds like a lot, but sadly for Trixie, prizes won on TV shows in the US are heavily taxed, meaning they don't get the full amount. Bob the Drag Queen says she was taxed 60% of her winnings, meaning she only took home $40,000. Trixie didn't mind too much though, as she took her newfound fame and capitalized it fast, dropping her album One Stone, which followed her debut folk album Two Birds, dropped back in 2017, which hit the Billboard Folk Top 20. Since then, Trixie has released 8 studio albums and has made a name for herself as a musician and DJ, with 233,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Looking at just her top 10 most popular songs on Spotify, they have a combined 48.496 million streams. And if we consider artists usually earn around $0.004 per stream, this means Trixie has earned $193,987 from just these songs on Spotify alone, before paying out collaborators, of course. If you're chronically online like me, then you would know Trixie's chaotic partnership with fellow queen Katya has been serving us entertainment for years. Their World of Wonder YouTube series, has exploded in popularity, spawning successful podcasts and the Viceland TV spin-off, The Trixie and Katya Show. Their book, Guide to Modern Womanhood, hit the New York Times bestseller list, which must have made them both a pretty penny. A book typically needs to sell at least 5,000 copies within a single week to make the list, and considering the book retails at £22 or $30, our calculations suggest they could have made at least $151,000 in book sales in the first week alone. And with viral success came sold-out tours. The Trixie and Katya Live Tour broke ticket sales records for a drag artist tour in Australia, selling over 35,000 tickets for 20 shows. When we consider ticket prices for this tour were going for $97.15 at the lowest price, it could have made $3.4 million at the very least for just this leg of the tour. Trixie doesn't always need Katya to rake in the coins either, as her own YouTube channel is hugely popular with over 2.3 million subscribers. Based on YouTube data, it's estimated that her channel generates between $3,646 and $4,995 per month from ad revenue, which is at most $59,940 a year. One of Trixie's biggest business ventures is Trixie Cosmetics, her game-changing beauty brand which launched in 2019 and has turned into a beauty empire. As the sole owner and founder, Trixie quickly became a beauty industry mogul, offering high-quality, cruelty-free makeup which was accessible to all. The brand is bold, nostalgic, and unapologetically queer, and in May 2025 alone, it's been reported that Trixie Cosmetics generated $534,922 in revenue. Of course, it's expensive to run a company, and Trixie will only take a percentage of the profits, but that's not her only big business. In 2021, she bought an old and dusty Palm Springs motel for $1.9 million and spent another $500,000 giving it a total pink makeover, meaning a total investment of $2.4 million for what was about to become the Trixie Motel. Trixie also got her own TV show documenting the journey of the renovation, which gave us the end result of a retro fever dream with Trixie-themed rooms, which are now often booked out and go for over $600 a night. Not only did Trixie Motel help establish Trixie as a legit player in real estate, but the success of her TV show landed her a second series, Trixie Motel Drag Me Home. However, this time round, it was all about Trixie buying and renovating her own dream home, giving us all a major insight into her wealth and spending for the very first time. Trixie's biggest purchase has to be her house, a historic Hollywood home she bought for $3 million. A major investment, but also a reward for her years of hard work and success. Of course, being a huge star means Trixie also makes her money from brand deals and countless TV appearances, including American Horror Story Roanoke, Netflix's I Like to Watch, and Queen of the Universe. And being a life-size doll herself, it made sense when Trixie ended up getting her very own doll. The limited edition Integrity Toys figure costs $145 and comes complete with a guitar, white go-go boots, and and mini replicas of her albums. Not bad for a doll collector's item, and even better for Trixie's bank account. With a drag empire which sees best-selling books, chart-topping albums, a full-blown cosmetics line, a motel, brand deals, live shows, and more, Trixie Mattel's estimated net worth in 2025 is $10 million. Second only to RuPaul, she's cemented herself as one of the most successful and rich drag artists on the planet. So there we have it. Hit the follow button for the next episode of Breaking Bank, and let us know who I should do next.